Do you need anything?
Me? Nah. Extra towel. Yeah, that'll be
That'd
good.
be good. Right, I got the old, engineering report, he submitted the one from, previous owner, so. We noticed for 6:30, so we can't start till at 6:30.
I'd like you to come.
Anybody's running in, yes.
You know, quieted it down 2 minutes early, huh?
Nobody's watching it.
I don't know what they're missing.
Well, it's trending also.
Watches everyone.
Well, he's got a minute and a half to tune in, so whoever it is, it's late.
When you're sitting
When
around
you're
doing
sitting around
nothing,
the house,
yeah,
yeah.
an eternity.
Liz is coming, or?
Liz was said she was.
Yeah, right, yeah.
She did.
Well, it is now.
It is.
Oh, now it is. Mr. Chairman, may I open the meeting?
All right, good evening. I'd like to call to order the August meeting of the Point Pleasant Beach Planning Board.
Aaron, if you would, please.
Adequate notice of the time this meeting was given under the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act and was posted and sent to the official designated newspapers in compliance with the law. Roll call, Mr. Calderon.
Here.
Mr. Richings.
Present.
Vice Chair Pizzano.
Here.
Chairman Bixby.
Here.
Mayor Vital.
Here.
Mr. Mercado.
Here.
And Ms. Mills is present. See, you have 2 sets of minutes, your initials are listed. Have a motion to memorialize the June 29th, 26th.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Chairman Bixby.
Yes.
Mayor Vital.
Yes.
Mr. Calderon.
Yes.
Mr. Richings.
Yes.
Mr. Mercado.
Yes.
And Ms. Mills, yes. A motion to approve July 13th, 2026 minutes.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Mr. Richings.
Yes.
Mayor Vital.
Yes.
Mr. Calderon.
Yes.
Mr. Mercado.
Am I on there?
RC. Actually, I can't forget who that is. Oh, Mr. Calderon, I'm sorry. And Ms. Mills and Chairman Bixby.
Yes.
And be it resolved by the planning board that it hereby memorializes the action of vote extending resolution 2025-444, 1402 Ocean Avenue Partnership LLC. Motion to memorialize?
I'll make the motion. Second.
Mr. Richings?
Yes.
Mayor Vital?
Yes.
Mr. Calderon?
Yes.
Ms. Mills? Chairman Bixby?
Yes.
Be on the wrong board. And with our agenda, first up is SPA Holdings LLC. Jason,
Yes.
come on up. Bob?
Thank you.
Mr. Morello? I think, Jason, you have to open the application and then defer to your professionals.
Yes, where would you like me to go, here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And our court reporter will swear you in.
Great.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm a testimony you'll give before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
I swear you my name. Introduce you.
Great, so hi, I'm Jason Lamb, owner of Spa Holdings. This is my architect, Mr. Michael Malillo, and also our engineer, we have Mr. Robert Burdick here, and they are here to help me with the site plan hearing. Just a short story about me, I am going to be the business owner who will be occupying the space where my business will be leasing from Spa Holdings. And I will refer all the questions of the site plan and or any architectural plans, obviously to the professionals, since I can only help you with finance.
Smart man.
Thank you.
Who's going?
You can have seats if you want.
You raise your right hand. Do you
Yes.
swear or affirm the testimony you'll give before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Tim Brielle. As far as my qualifications, I've been licensed since 1989. I'm a member of the short chapter of the New Jersey Institute of Architects. I've been doing, last time I was involved with the Point Beach Board was maybe 10, 12 years ago. But I've appeared before many boards throughout Ocean and Monmouth County throughout my 30-something years of professional practice.
All right, I think we can accept your credentials. Please proceed.
All right, very good. Okay, we'll start with the plan work. The intent when Mr. Lamb approached me was to, okay, this is the building he wants to occupy, put his building in. So I said, great. He wanted to raise it above the design. I said, okay, that's the approach, let's do that. Let's just raise the building and in the same consistent footprint, and that's how we'll proceed from there. But in going through the building and exploring or seeing how it was built, at 10 feet, the existing first floor is 10 feet of concrete block. So the idea of raising that block and then building under it, this wasn't exactly the most practical way to approach that. So where we went from there is just to continue and say, okay, let's build over the existing footprint, in kind, existing footprint, not expanding, and it pretty much achieves the same result. So we'll start with the first floor. The first floor plan, we'll walk through the first floor plan. Here's the existing block, a 10-foot of block wall, the white area. The new block, well, that's in the front here because the existing first floor is actually wood frame. So there's new block in the front, but all this is existing. By raising it above the design flood, we create an area that could have just been a flood-resistant enclosure, but we said, why not? Let's create some parking. Well, we're able to do so. We have the height. So that was the plan from there, create some parking. What we did as well was create a handicap parking space into the lower lobby, the lower foyer, and an elevator too that assists with the handicap accessibility issue.
So, Mr. Mello, the block is to remain, or are we tearing it down to the foundation?
The block is to remain. The only portion of the foundation that's going to be removed is the storefront and the wood frame in the front.
Thank you.
Okay, so on to the first floor. This is the first usable level. We'll refer to the lower level as the ground level, but the flood-resistant enclosure. So the first floor, you're up again, elevator up, conference rooms, 2 conference rooms, a primary office space, secondary office space, and a break room, handicap accessible lavatories, and a separate egress. So I have 2 means of egress. Relatively small building, could have been handled with 1 means of egress. Decided let's go for 2 for fire safety reasons. So up to the attic level, no excitement here other than I'm going to show you that the mechanical platform is in the attic level, cut into the roof line. We'll move on to the elevations. The elevations, the side elevation, that's sheet A7. See that here in elevation, there's the mechanical deck, and that's screened by a solid wall with siding to match the existing siding on the building. To the elevation to the other side, the approach, the access into the garage under. The front elevation will show the size of our sign. There's no signs on the ground, just the signboard on the front elevation, which is 10 by 2, that's 20 square feet. 40 square feet is allowed, so that would comply with the signage limitation. We have a color image of the side to give a feel of some of the detailing we're implementing and the approach on the side, under and through to the garage. windows with grills, corbels, cedar shake siding, cedar shake look siding, access again in copper roof. These openings are required because it is an enclosure, a garage enclosure. There's a natural air requirement, so that's what those openings show there.
Before you move on, so where would the clients enter and exit the building from? In the front?
Let's go to the, yes, there's an option. If they're, so back to the ground level plan. So once you're in the lower level parking area, there's a door into a vestibule, airlock into the foyer. So from the parking, you go right into the, sorry about that. You go right into the foyer from the parking area. Or of course, if you're walking, you can enter from the in front entrance. Lastly, now the 3D image of the front. Again, what this is showing here, I did mention the compliance of the sign. It is a commercial zone, but the thought here was, let's do something here to emulate more of a residential structure, typical of what's happening on that end of town, but consistent with some of the more recent shore-style homes in the area, metal roof, gable elements, and corbels, little material change, some brick at the base. Again, the cedar shake look siding, which all gives it I believe, a good feel for the area.
Is it actual cedar shake?
We're considering different options. We may go to a new cedar, which is actually more than cedar shake. So, but it gives you that
Look.
that look.
Okay.
Yes. With that, I'll call on Mr. Burdick, who will provide his testimony.
Mr. Miller, I had a question just about your testimony. The ground level, I think you used the term flood resistant. Is it flood proof? Does it need to be flood proof? Is there anything on the ground
Well,
level that the
any-
DEP
yeah.
might consider habitable areas?
Yeah,
or-
any enclosure below the base flood would need hydrostatic openings and resist hydrostatic pressure. So that's what I mean by flood resistant enclosure.
Is any of that area conditioned? Is it air conditioned and heated?
There's no restrictions on this area. It can be. It's a lower foyer, you can do that. But obviously, we'll make provisions to have all of that in the ceiling and above the design flood.
But this is other than parking, it's just an entrance and up to the second level. There's
Yes.
nothing on the ground level that again would be considered
Yes,
a habitable space.
Back to A3, if you look at this, all parking or access out back, stair up, elevator, vestibule in, and a 9 by 7-11 storage area, which is the only storage in the building other than in the attic. We don't have a full stair to the attic. So good practice would be whatever you store in there, put it at a higher level, and that's it. So this space right here is the enclosure that I'm talking about, the flood-resistant enclosure. There are the hydrostatic openings, and again, the design of the block to resist the hydrostatic pressure in case Sandy decides to visit us again.
So there's no reception area or anything at grade level?
In the building, lower foyer, upstairs. No
We didn't have,
reception.
we didn't have the inside interior plans submitted prior, so they haven't seen them, so we're gonna need to mark them A3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That'll be an
okay.
exhibit A3. I got the renderings and the site plan,
Very good, so.
So I had submitted a full plan.
but not in paper copy. I'm just saying they didn't have, that's okay.
Okay, so back to what I'm calling the first floor plan, the first habitable level, other than the entrance, obviously, up the stairs and to the reception here. And I will note too, that I didn't know before, on the first floor, if you see what's happening in the front elevation, the building setback, it is set back 7 feet. So it's not the whole footprint of what was there before. And the reason why it's set back 7 feet is there's a power line running in front. That's about 2 feet off the building. You're required to be 7.5 feet back, so that gives us 9.5 feet back that's set back. And actually, I think it helps the elevation a little bit to have a little depth there as opposed to just a one-story or this lower level, 1+ story in height.
It reduces some of the bulk.
Yes,
And that lower level that we see in that rendering is where that storage is, and that's where.
that's where you enter the lower level of the building. The foyer area is smaller than this, right? And then up stairs up, or elevator up, or back out through the garage.
But that's a functional door right there.
That's a functional door, yes. And actually, this front face is set back 2 feet from where the existing front face is. That's right on the property line. And that was done to create the shadow line here in the middle protection at the door, obviously without extending out over or having the eaves extend out over the property line, which you can have. So this is set back. Here's this and this are at the existing line. This is set back and that is set back. And also creates a little depth too, another item that creates a little depth in the design.
Mr. Chairman, I just have a question.
Okay, please go ahead.
So, Mr. Mello, you said something about flood vents.
Yes.
So are you saying there's only flood vents in the newly constructed block space, not in the old space? And if that's the case, why isn't there vents being retrofitted into the existing block work? I mean, wouldn't that be required for flood compliance
Well, we could-
for
we
this
could take a
substantial
look.
renovation?
We do have a 24-foot opening there, right? So if I have to supplement with an opening on the other side, I did look through it. So one full side of the building, that entrance side where you go in the garage, is 24 feet wide. If we have to, I'll double check.
Oh, so there's no garage door there, I'm sorry.
Right, no
Oh,
garage
okay,
door.
so it's completely open. Got it.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, never mind. I withdraw that
Yeah.
question. And
So,
so then my other question is, with regard to that space, even though obviously it's an office, so it might look semi-finished, but all those finishes, they're X-Rock, there's not bad insulation, so things that, if they get wet, they stay dry.
right, and that's part of the flood-resistant,
Right.
water-resistant construction, yes. No mechanicals, nothing that would be all water-resistant construction, right?
Thank you.
Okay. Go.
Good.
I just have a question. Maybe I'm missing something, but it looks like you were in your original footprint, right? Side yard setbacks the same, front yard setbacks the same. How is the coverage going up? Not sure.
Do you swear affirm a testimony you'll give before this board with the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do. And just to answer your question, on our on our plot plan, we had created, or we had anticipated elevating the AC deck in the rear from a pad to a deck, which increases building coverage. However, that's not the case. We're putting the AC on the roof, so the building coverage remains the same. Impervious coverage gets a little bit larger because we're taking out a sidewalk from the building to East Street and replacing it with a driveway. Okay. Sorry.
So the
You already
building,
did that.
I did.
And
no, well, actually, he should be, yeah, Mr. Burdick should be sworn in first.
I did.
He did.
Yeah, you did.
He was.
He was.
Oh, you
You
did?
already did.
Or right front.
Oh,
I remember.
I
saw
thought he
it.
had his hand up for that, you know, was he gonna ask a question?
I'll do it again.
Do you have a question?
So you calculated the building coverage, including the mechanical deck, which isn't proposed now because it's all on the roof. So then actually the building coverage is gonna get slightly less, because Mr. Malillo just testified that the building's actually set back, being cut back 2 feet from its exposure on Route 35.
Right, that's correct.
Okay.
All right, and just to give everybody an overview of this, projects for the lifting / reconstruction of an existing commercial building on Route 35 and East Avenue, the northeast corner. The building is within a FEMA flood zone and is designed to meet FEMA standards. With regard to the flood vents, I know there were some questions. Any enclosure in that bottom area, such as the elevator shaft is gonna need flood vents, but for the building itself, we've got a 24-foot opening that more than complies with the FEMA standards for flood venting area, or flood release area. The reconstruction, again, is on pretty much the same footprint as the existing condition. The project's in the highway commercial zone. It's across the street from Ideal Kitchen, and the ARC is on the east side. The site's undersized, and there's several pre-existing nonconformities, which are lot area, lot width, frontage, depth, front and side yard setbacks, and impervious coverage. Since the applicant cannot purchase additional information or additional property to bring this into compliance with the ordinance, we believe that those variances would be a severe hardship on him, and we would request those variances. With regard to Mr. Savacool's letter, and particularly picking up at the first, the impervious coverage, the additional impervious coverage for this driveway as opposed to a sidewalk in that area is 75 square feet, quite a de minimis amount. And actually, it's reduced by about 27 feet because we have the AC deck that we had originally planned in there as part of the coverage. With regard to the waiver, Mr. Savacool points out that the site triangle back in this, at the northeast corner of Route 35 and East Avenue must be 20 feet from the tangent for each of the curves here. Ray, I'm not sure, but I think your guy might have had the wrong scale and got it as 10, or used a 10 scale on this, but I've sketched on here a line 20 feet from the tangent on both curves, and we are 6 inches clear, and our office did do the computer stuff on that, and we're clear of that site triangle area. The second waiver is for curbs for off-street parking. Since we have a parking garage, we have walls as opposed to curbs, and curb stops to protect the walls. So we're basically meeting the needs for normal curbs. If this is a normal parking lot, curbs would certainly protect the exterior areas beyond it. The walls will serve that purpose here, so we would request a waiver from the need for curbs inside the building in our parking area. With regard to off-street parking, the calculations show that we need 13 parking spaces. We can't provide that. This is a severely undersized lot. Currently, there is no parking on this area. There's a couple of parking spaces along East, one of which will be removed because for the purpose of putting the driveway in. So we don't have any parking now. We are going to create 3 spaces in our interior, one of them being a handicap space. We would request a waiver from additional parking requirements. People do park on the road here, and we recognize that this is a heavily congested area, particularly Friday and Saturday nights, when people come to Mort's Ark and for dinner and stuff like that. They often have to park across the street by the railroads, which is where I park. But it will be a daytime use. So our patrons will generally come to this site during the daylight hours, normal business hours, 8 to 4 to 5, and the ARC peak traffic is basically from about 6 to probably 10.
Bob or Mr. Lynn, do you have any expectation how many, on an average day, how many clients might come and go from this location?
Sure. We generally don't see any more than 1 or 2 clients at a time. We have 2 conference rooms, as you'll see, so that would be max capacity for us.
Thank you.
And how many personnel do you have?
We have 4 personnel, and I would be the 5th, so 5 personnel.
Just continuing with Mr. Savacool's letter, paragraph 4, the architect will coordinate our plans with the architect's plans. The architect's plans, I think, got revised a little bit in the time we did our site plan. But the principal difference, again, is the fact that the AC deck will no longer be there, but on the road, on the roof. So we'll change that. Given the size of the property and the fact that the plan will increase, what am I reading? Sorry. Excuse me. Paragraph 5 is mail delivery will be to the site. There'll be a mailbox there. With regard to deliveries, the only real deliveries that he's gonna get will be FedEx, UPS style deliveries. He'll park on the road, go in, drop off what he needs, get back and go on. Paragraph 6, again, that deals with the AC units, and we've described that. They'll be on the roof. Paragraph 7, the building areas will coordinate them with the engineer's comments. When I did the parking, I think I included the bottom level also was requiring parking, but that's actually a parking area. It's not part of the office area. Paragraph 8, the actual driveway, again, and Ray, I think this is him using a 10 scale. The driveway is actually 50 feet from the curb extended, not 23. 50 feet is certainly adequate for the purpose and will create a safe condition out here. Paragraph 9, we do have an ADA compliant parking space in the parking garage, and access will be through the elevator, so we believe will be ADA conforming. Paragraph 10 deals with the sign. The sign is, once again, will be a wall-mounted sign as shown on the rendering and comply with the borough's ordinances. And paragraph 11, with regard to the increase in impervious coverage, again, we're talking probably less than 75 feet, probably less than 50 feet. The downspouts for the structure will pretty much go where they are now. However, we will direct them to impervious areas so that they don't cause any soil erosion. Certainly, they will not be released to any adjacent properties. So basically, we'll comply with the requirements there and comply with the administrative requirements. And based on this, I believe the plan certainly provides a significant aesthetic improvement to the site and will enhance the safety of the building by lifting it and providing it as a FEMA compliant building. Maybe make a small increase in the amount of parking in the area by providing 3 on-street parking lots or parking spaces. This again is an isolated small lot, and there's no undeveloped property which the applicant can purchase to bring it into compliance with the ordinance. And certainly it would be a hardship on him to have to remove his structure to try to comply with the ordinances. The alternative would be, as they discussed originally, just simply raising the building above flood elevation, which can be done without really any variances, but that would add extra entries to get up to the area and likely make the impervious coverage and a couple of the other variances even worse. So we're basically requesting that the board give us approval based on the hardship that it would create if the applicant could not reasonably reconstruct his building. And we believe that the plan complies with the municipal land use law and the borough ordinance, and that the construction can be accomplished without significant damage to the area. Based on that, we would request the board's approval.
All right, thank you. Any questions from the board? Ray, do you have any questions for this guy?
I do not, Mr. Chairman.
All right, any questions from the public for this witness or the previous witness? Hearing none, nope, go ahead.
So,
Oh, hold on,
I'm sorry.
you have to just come forward, let us know who you are.
I'm Ward Nace, I own the Arc next door.
You have to come up.
Oh, I really do?
Yeah.
And if you could state, spell your name for me.
Ward Nace, Ward Nace, N-A-S-C. Okay, am I good?
Well, are you just gonna ask a question or are you gonna have a comment?
I had a question.
Okay,
So the only entrance is gonna be on the west side of the building?
Correct.
And then there's no entrance on the east side? Or, I'm sorry, the.
South
nor-
South side. No,
The
they-
north side, the north side.
The garage entrance will be on the west side. There will be an entrance in the front,
Yeah.
which is the south side, and also an exit from the rear. That's basically where the trash will be stored underneath the building.
And
So there'll be no.
I failed to mention that there's no trash enclosure outside
Mhm.
anymore. We've accommodated some space under the building to keep the trash.
so is there an exit door in the back of the building on the north side?
Yes, that's our second means of
For
egress.
cars or for,
No,
No.
that's
No, no.
simply for.
so you're gonna lose that garage door then too? And then it's actually gonna be set back 2 feet from the road than the previous building?
Right, so, if I may, here's the line of the existing building aligns with these piers that I have for structural reasons. Front is set back 2 feet, there's primary entrance, secondary entrance garage, here's the arc here.
Mhm.
Here's the entrance to the garage and through, this is emergency exit only.
The arc's on the other side.
Answered all
The
my
arc's on the
questions.
top of the page, not on the bottom of the page.
That's what I think he
Yeah,
said.
that's what he
Oh,
said.
I thought he pointed to the bottom, I'm sorry.
And the property and the building is still the same as the original building
Exact same
on
footprint.
on the east side?
On your side.
The east side is
Except
exactly the
for
same.
the AC.
AC units are gone, trash enclosure is gone. It's now incorporated either on the building or within the building.
Well, I have no questions. I think it's a beautiful design, but
Thank you.
yeah, I don't have any say in that. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Anybody else? All right, I'll close the public session. Any closing remarks from anybody?
Well, I think it's a beautiful
Yeah,
design.
I think
What
it's
an
very
aesthetic
attractive.
upgrade
I meant from
and-
them, but.
I just wanted to thank everybody for their time this evening, and looking forward to being a member of the community and having our business in the community and being, significant part of participating in any local activities as far as a business within the community. So thank you again for your time.
Now I can say it's a lovely building and an aesthetic upgrade, bringing the parking inside, the garbage inside, the AC units up, plus with the cedar shake appeal. It's a win.
I'm getting the AC
No,
This property's been before us several times in the past. It's always been a challenging location, a challenging property. I think the architect did a wonderful job with what he had to work with. That does not increase any current nonconformity, but actually reduces the nonconformity. I think it's a good application. I would be in favor of it.
Any other comments? With that, I would entertain a motion for approval of this application.
Make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Vice Chair Pisano, second by Mr. Richings to approve application 2026-452 of SPA Holdings LLC at 403-405 Route 35 with conditions. Mr. Calderon?
Yes.
Mr. Richings?
Yes.
Vice Chair Pisano?
Yes.
Mayor Vital?
Yes.
Ms. Gross?
Yes.
Mr. Mikado?
Yes.
Ms. Mills, yes, and Chairman Bixby?
Yes.
Yes, application approved.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was wrong, 32 minutes.
Cheering section.
Yeah.
You know, I would just like the whole package PDF to me,
Okay.
okay? Jason said he had sent it, just send it to me again, and I'll mark it in green. No,
All we got was a site.
I don't want any boards, thank you.
Good night.
Take care, good luck with the building.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Good luck with the building.
Thank you, everyone.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
One more question. Is it as good or better or not? Than the one they built in the
Do you need to hook up into the presentation, or are you guys also?
I've never been to the men's one more, but I hear it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think it's as
No, I know it's not.
Yeah, my son's like, oh, that place, 'cause he teaches it.
I've never been there, but I've heard of it from. I think people are still. So I think there's,
Yeah, right.
but it's also Monday, so people like people just hanging out for next day. Or TV.
You sure you don't wanna hang out?
That's right. That's better.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, I was surprised, I usually am the only parking.
Yes, so sorry.
I think because it's Monday.
So, you guys ready?
I'd like to, I don't
Okay,
like-
all right. So just introduce yourself and, let us know.
Go with the show.
No, you don't have to swear in, no, just.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Tyler Corbin, and I am a licensed architect, representing Spiesel Architectural Group with Steve Siegel here, principal in charge of the project. I've been a licensed architect for 4 years and practicing for 7 years. I'm joined today with Drew French from French and Perillo, they're the site civil engineers on the project, and with Dr. Will Smith and Dr. Brian Savage,
It's all right.
representing Point Pleasant Beach School District. We're pleased to present the Point Pleasant Beach Team Performance Center to you this evening for your review. The facility is a new construction locker room and team performance building serving the high school sports team located at G. Harold Anderson Elementary School and aligned with the existing football track field located at the southern end zone. I'm going to turn it over to Drew to talk about the site.
Good evening. Appreciate everybody taking the time tonight. This is the overall site plan. As Tyler just described, it's a new team performance center building. We have Yale Avenue here on the west side, the existing football field with the track. The existing elementary school is to the south, and the team performance building will be situated between the existing school and the existing track football field. The entrance exit of the team performance will be aligned with the center of the field. It's about a 6,000 square foot building, 2-story. We situated it here where there's currently an existing paved parking area, pavement area. So from situating it at this location is advantageous from the existing school, but the athletic field that it's going to support. There's an existing driveway that extends from Yale Avenue east towards this location. We're maintaining that driveway towards the north of the school, but south of our performance center. We had had conversations and met with the fire official to go over the access. He wanted some pavement markings and no parking signage, which we incorporated into the plan.
So the building will be freestanding, not adjoining the school?
That is correct,
Okay.
yes. So from a site plan perspective, there's really minor site plan improvements. We're gonna be doing the new pathways around the building, new concrete curb and sidewalks that are abutting the existing school, and just immediately around the building is just restoring the area from the construction activity. The building and the improvements will be not a major development. They'll be under the thresholds for stormwater management. It's about a half-acre disturbance. The impervious, there's like a 0.08 acre increase. But we're gonna maintain all the existing drainage patterns that exist today. We are adding a couple drainage storm inlets just to improve the drainage itself. We've gotten NJDEP flood hazard approval, soil conservation district approval, and they've all agreed with the design from a site plan perspective.
The building leaders are gonna go just to the ground, or are they gonna go into a
They're gonna
detention
go,
basin, or?
they'll be collected and tied into the existing drainage that's on both
Okay.
sides of the building. I don't know if there's any other.
Is that full into the flood zone?
It does, yes.
They got flood hazard permit.
So, yeah, we did get our NJDEP flood hazard area permit. We also worked with the board engineer's office to make sure that the building is properly flood-proofed in accordance with your flood damage prevention ordinance.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other questions.
Not for me.
What happens to the snack shack?
It'll stay right here, it's just, on the west side, that'll remain right there.
Okay.
There's also some, colored, pavement that'll be incorporated there to give it an aesthetic feel between the new Team Performance Center and the existing, concession stand.
Do you have a photo of the building that we see what it's got, the finished product is gonna look like?
I have it on my computer, if you'd like
Oh.
to see that.
Where you have to go through the floor plans and elevations.
I have elevations.
No? I saw
wait.
nothing. I saw nothing.
You need the,
The link you sent us had a lot of nice drawings in it.
20 years after my daughter was married.
Here you can see the north-facing elevation, as Drew mentioned, this is the alignment with the south end of the football field. We've got a wood-clad exterior with a brick base running around the perimeter of the building. Limited storefront at the ground floor, that's where most of the lockers and offices are, so they're above head height. And then on the second story, we've got more generous daylighting. Moving around the building, the storefront is more minimalistic towards the back, facing the school.
Are they having a store to sell the sweatshirts and stuff? You
No,
say
no, no.
storefront?
That's the conventional term for that.
Oh, just- That wouldn't be a bad idea.
A color picture up so you can see it.
For the Booster Club to have their own
It
little
looks real
storefront.
Sorry.
What's in the charger?
What about the utilities? Is it gonna be, served, independently of the Antrim School, or is it gonna be, received?
So, it's a good
electric-
question.
That's
So
what
the
we're
water and
expecting.
sewer extend down that driveway and tie into the mains in Yale Avenue.
Okay.
The gas and electric actually come through the existing school to support it. It's just part of, the mechanical, electrical, plumbing design.
Okay.
Support from the building.
Where's, how do I?
We
There
do,
should
it's
be-
the
just
cord, you just
pull
pull
it
it
out.
out, I'll turn it on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I got it. Yep.
Doug, the remote is,
I
I
got
think,
it.
in for you.
You're right.
This is gonna take over your presentation. Oh, look at that. Came right up.
So the wood and the
Oh.
brick are
Yay.
two-tone, one side is white and one side is black. Facing the athletics is the darker side material, and then the school side is the white side material.
That's nice.
It's not garnet all red, huh?
No, not red and white.
It's garnet.
Garnet. I remember when the uniforms were garnet.
On the front side of the building, we also have a scoreboard for the sports.
It's nice.
What about a jumbotron? It's sort of.
That is essentially what it is.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
not
big.
with numbers, it's a LED screen.
Yeah, that's black.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
It's pretty big.
It's pretty
And
impressive.
It's hard to see, but there's
Yeah.
a patio off the second floor, which will allow people to watch the games from there, which would be very nice. Sorry, Tyler just clicked away, but
Is
the,
that a VIP section?
yes, essentially, and that might be something the boosters wanna use.
Oh, yeah.
Because the space inside,
Uh-huh.
you see, here to the top left, is the, we don't have a name for it right now, but the team performance room essentially, which can be, flexible seating or open seating for
Okay.
which to see the game. So I could see
Nice.
boosters maybe doing some interesting.
Raffling off the
events.
seats for games?
Yeah,
There
you
you
see what we
go.
talked about?
Yeah.
$500 to $1,000 a seat.
Yeah.
Setting up the bar?
No.
Mom.
Sorry.
No PLAs.
What's in the recharge room? What's that?
Recharge room to the right?
Yeah.
So that is a staff wellness and student rehabilitation space. So our athletic trainer has an office downstairs. And when she has players who need, basic weightlifting / slow treadmill kind of things, whatever for rehab, she's got a space up there. But it's part of our staff wellness initiative, which I know we work a lot with the mayor about. So we have a space on site where we can do any number of our activities. And just for perspective, the staff wellness program last year held 84 events, many of which are tied into local businesses downtown. Exhale Hot Yoga has been a big partner for us. We've used a number of different people about.
And we
So,
got a national award.
and we got an international
International
award,
award for
last year for it, which was great. But it gives the opportunity too, as we see folks who are, like, perfect case, right? At 4 o'clock today, our day kind of wrapped up, we were here till 6:30. That space gives an opportunity for someone like me, someone like Brian, a coach who's wrapping up and needs to go to a kid's event at night, to have a space to clean up or exercise and fill some time in a healthy and productive way. As those of you know, who've been around a while, the district doesn't have a lot of gathering spaces, and our student locker rooms were in need of work anyway. But, I would have said this at the end, but I think and you guys know, I mean, it's very public, the class of 1975 and Peter Kanker are partners in making this happen. And the thought of being able to impact every kid and every staff member with one project, I think delighted him. And it's just, we don't really get that opportunity a lot, so certainly appreciate your support of the project.
So
But
these locker rooms are gonna be basically for the high schools?
yes.
And the Antrim kids are still gonna use their locker room?
Correct, but the space up top here to the left, which doesn't have tables in it right now in this particular picture, is for any of the Antrim classes, any of the Antrim teachers, full staff meetings. Something we don't do in district that a lot of schools do is have, let's say, the shore conference, athletic directors meeting here, the superintendent's association meeting here. We don't, because we don't have those spaces without pushing kids out of the library or pushing kids out of instructional spaces. Now we have a hub for some of that as well. So I do envision us being able to kind of assert ourselves as the academic and wellness leaders that I think we are, at least in the Tri-County area, in a way that's going to be helpful. But certainly from the standpoint of offering the kids awesome locker room spaces that we have been in need of for a while, it's going to be super for all the teams.
What's the anticipated time frame or target date for getting this up and?
August 27th. The target date right now is fall sports of 27. We're in and using it.
A year,
So
that's-
that's aggressive, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
once we get out of here, the contractors are ready to go.
Ready to go.
The plans are all done, like you heard, you know, the approvals are in, so we're excited. Get at it.
Don't let us hold you up. All right, any other comments? or-
I don't have.
We have no
Looks,
vote.
Looks great, excited to see it come together and.
Just like
We'll
a-
keep you posted
Love
on
to,
the,
yeah.
Yeah.
we do have some pictures on the website, but we'll, as things go through iterations, we'll put updated photos up there. We do expect to have a ribbon cutting. We'll do a groundbreaking, kind of more local to the folks who are contributing funds and to our staff. But when we do the groundbreaking, we'd like to have dignitaries there. We'd like to make it a big community event. So we will, that date, whether it's August or September, whatever that's gonna be, I mean, it'll be a big point for us in Japan. We're looking forward to it. So we'll keep you in the loop.
Great.
We don't need a formal vote, but based on the comments and whatnot, I would assume there are no recommendations for modifications to be in furtherance of the master plan. It seemed like everybody was favorable to the presentation and the layout as in conformance with our master plan.
And you did ask about the snack stand. For sentimental reasons and other reasons, we'd like to leave it. So it will be untouched.
Perfect.
And dressed up on the outside. There's something very special about it.
We've all got
Again.
memories in the snack
Yes,
stand,
yes.
yes.
Maybe a coat of paint.
Yes.
That's award-winning as well, that's next.
Yeah, last year.
Boosters nailed it.
Yep. So,
All right, well, thank you.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Unless there's anything,
Anybody have anything else to add?
then I think we could have a motion for
Motion to
adjournment.
adjourn, I'll make the motion to adjourn.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're still in slide of this.
All right.
I'll ask her. She could put that there. I mean,